You have a brand new set of wavy dreadlock extensions. You're so excited to put them in, but you want to know how to take care of them properly, right? You want them to last a long time. You want them to be really beautiful, and you want to make sure that you're able to keep them to mix and match with additional colors that you have. You also want to make sure they get easier over time. You can go through a process with wavy dreads where it is really difficult to take care of them and they take forever to lock up properly, or you can go through a process where it's really fast. I have done the hard work of going through the process where it was really difficult, and I fought with them, and I spent 6 months having to go through and separate them every single day, and it took a lot longer to get them to lock up. And then I realized that there was products that you could use, or I realized that there was ingredients that were great for the dreadlocks, so I could create a product to use to actually help make it happen so much faster, make it so you have way less knotting, so you can get to the point where you have a set of dreadlocks that easily separate, just like this set. This set I've worn, I think, 3 separate times now. This set is my first time wearing, so I've only had them in a few weeks. They're still in process, but you want to get to where your dreads are like this, so they are so much easier. You can wear them around so much easier. You can do things like hop on a motorcycle and go for a ride and not worry about them tangling as much. So I'm going to talk about that and explain to you what the 4 phases are in this video, and also tell you about the products that I recommend using on your dreads. Before I talk about the phases, let me explain to you the products that I recommend using on your set of wavy dreads. This will make it so much easier to understand when I'm talking about the care of each phase, because then you actually know which product that I am talking about. So here are the products that I recommend, and some bonus ones that you can use that a lot of women like as well, just for some extra smell good, pretty, fun stuff, right? So first things first, your detox. You're going to go through and detox your dreads. There's a whole detox video on this, and so check that out to see the details for that. We have 2 different sizes of these based on how many dreadlocks that you ordered. If you ordered a smaller number of them, you will get the smaller packet. If you ordered a full set of them, you will get this larger packet, and whatever you got is perfect for the number of dreads that you ordered. Next thing is your cooling veil. This stuff is magical. Absolutely magical. When I first started wearing dreads, I kept reading everywhere that people were talking about their scalp being itchy. I also kept reading everywhere people were using things like tea tree on it. I found that interesting because I am trained in clinical aromatherapy, so basically using essential oils for things and problems in the body, and I know that tea tree is really, really drying. It's a very dry and essential oil. That's why it's great for breakouts and blemishes. And so using that like on your itchy scalp seemed a little crazy to me. However, I have done so much research. I have a background in holistic health, and so I know how the body works and kind of what the body needs when it's not feeling the greatest, which is what's happening when your head is itching, right? Itching comes from things like your dreads pulling, but usually it comes from dryness in your scalp because your hair is not moving around on there the way it normally would. It's kind of held in place, so it's not moving your natural scalp's oils around. So cooling veil is really great because it is a mist, so it hits all different parts of your scalp, and it's actually cooling. It gets cold. We have things like rosemary in it, eucalyptus, peppermint, so this sucker gets cold on your scalp, and it's also mixed with other ingredients that are really great for detoxifying your dreads, or not really detoxifying, but cleansing your dreads, right? If you have a day where you go and work out, but you don't want to wash your dreads, but you want to clean them, this spray is great for that as well, to just give it a mist. Also, it's great things that are really, really great for moisture, and you can use this on your scalp either whether it's post shower or you can use it when it's just completely dry. I use this on my scalp morning and night. Next product is Divinity Crown Nectar. This is going to be gold for the process of getting your dreads to mature to the Wildcrafted Dread phase. All right, that is the 4th phase of them, the final phase when they are the easiest, when they're able to move the best, kind of like this set I have in over here, where they separate well and they're just easy peasy, right? So this is going to be golden for that, and also for moisturizing your hair, your scalp, and also your dreadlocks. If your dreadlocks get too dry, they will actually start to feel really kind of like crispy, not super flexible and bendy, and just kind of like a stiff chunk of hair. So you want to make sure that they stay moisturized. And so I included inside this ingredients that are all great for your scalp, your natural hair, and your dreadlocks. So it's combined all 3 of those things to make sure it is good for all of those, and there's nothing in there that is not good for any of those. There's also some great things like rosemary in it. If you get our Divinity version, we also have an unscented version and nut-free version that is really great as well. But this is what you're going to use for separating your dreads. I will also take it if I have a really dry spot. Oftentimes I will take it and run it down my center part and let it kind of run down the back of my head because I have itching that tends to happen right about where my scrunchie is at here, and I find it really helpful. The other thing is your shampoo bar. It comes in a bag, so you use it like this, helps it lather up. That is really great for your dreadlocks. Rescue serum. If you are new to putting dreadlocks in, it can be really easy to put them in too tight. And what can happen is your hair follicles can get pulled, right? And then you get a little bump that almost is like a pimple or a sore, right? Just it's your baby hairs getting pulled. It's just a lot of tension on there. And so Rescue Serum is magical. If that happens to happen, like, you want to avoid it, but if it happens to all of us, right? At some time, Rescue Serum, usually in a day or two, that is gone. And then many people like to use Earth or Unwind. These are actually our body oils that we have, but they smell really beautiful. So if you want something that's perfumey in your hair, like we've got all this long hair, right? When we flip it around, it's kind of fun when it smells really pretty and we get a whiff of something really, really beautiful that's really natural and great for your skin, your body, all those things. So these are the things that you want to have on hand and know what they are as I'm talking about the different phases.